up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Cam with a man. I'm kicking with my nigga T-Phone Tone. Another hip-hop edition of the Trilogy Kickback. Tone,
Yes, Lord. I'm doing good, man. Had a glorious Sunday, you feel me? Kicked some ass at a new paintball field, made some new homies,
Oh yeah,
you
which one
feel
when you
me?
hit this time?
NR paintball field, you feel me? Shouts out to NR paintball field, you feel me? You know, normally niggas is homegrown to Route 40 and shit like
Yeah,
that.
40 might do Pasadena, some shit like that.
Yeah, so it was definitely a cool experience out in paintball field for real. So shouts out to the good folks out there for real. Made a lot of cool homies and the staff. Shouts out to the staff. I never met like staff in all 6 years of me paintballing, bro. The staff there was impeccable, even down to the fucking refs, yo. Like these niggas was on it. You feel me?
Oh,
So
that's
like
what's up.
shouts out to them niggas, yo, for real.
That's definitely what's up, man. Definitely. I was enjoying this Lakers game, man. Terrific series going on right now. Hella charged up. Got a good one going. Actually, I ain't think that like the Nuggets was gonna be this good of a challenge in this early on. And it's not the sports podcast, whatever. But like I was just excited because we both Lakers fans and everything. Listeners probably
Oh
are
yeah, for
too. We got a
sure.
big following. California, shout out Cali, all that good shit. And yeah, man, we were just chilling. We was having a conversation about Kanye and just his shenanigans and just his transition and what he doing right now. I know he had not really he had came out, but the internet, they mauled through a lot of his contracts, and I don't know how true this is, but they actually said that maybe Jay-Z might have worked out giving them Kanye's masters versus giving his. Like, how you feel about that?
Um, to be honest, knowing Jay-Z, I wouldn't. I just say I don't believe that, but I wouldn't put it past him if
I
that makes sense.
No, I totally understand what you're saying.
You
I was
feel me?
trying to
Because
figure out like just how do you even swing some shit like that? Is he
um,
under Jay Z or some shit like that? Like, is that how that's possible? Like, I was saying like maybe this is
well,
why
he
Kanye's
in a
wilding the way
way
he's
he
wilding.
technically was in the Def Jam Rockefeller umbrella. You feel me? Back when like Ye was just a producer. You feel me?
Right.
And I guess like just during the time like from his first album, like niggas not talking about like graduation and shit. I'm talking about like Ye's literal first album and shit.
Hmm.
Up until from the samples from that, even coming until like graduation, the other one, late registration and all that shit, you feel me? Like he was still under Def Jam and Rockefeller, you feel me? So it's possible that shit probably could have got sent over for real.
I remember like reading something or seeing a video where it was saying like basically Kanye had some type of contract where it's worked out that he basically got to work for this label forever and can never really get out of this or never really own his masters, and a lot of his clothing endeavors might be tied to what he has to do on the music side too. And I know like we kind of see Kanye wilding a little bit. Do you think it's justification for some of the BS or some of the other stuff he might be doing?
Um,
Because
see, I
with
probably might
Kanye, I
got
feel like we can't keep this whole topic music if we're gonna just do a deep dive on Kanye
see.
and
See, that's the
itself.
thing.
And I'm just
I'm glad you going there because to be honest, like we have to dive into that whole spectrum. You feel me? When we talking
absolutely
about a nigga like Kanye, you feel
right.
me?
Hmm.
So in a sense, shit. What was the question again? This moon rock kicking my ass.
No, I was just saying, like, do you think if that's something like where like if you tied like you another person signed your masters away, and then you
Hmm.
tied into a label situation where they saying you can never get from under us, you can never be independent, you can never sign somewhere else. Do you think it's warranted for his behavior outside of just everything?
No, I mean, in a way, cause like, see, I don't believe in that astrology shit, but I do. But I do. It is some truth to that shit. You feel me? This
Hmm.
nigga's a Gemini. And Geminis are fucking crazy. They bipolar. They two-faced motherfuckers. But I find it odd, and I have to question Kanye and his motives when it comes to that type of shit. For the simple fact that he was in bed with these niggas and he was crying to get in bed with these niggas at an early point in his career. And now, for some reason, that something flipped inside that, you feel me, inside that whole
structure.
whatever, yeah, that whole structure for real. Like now, Kanye is on the warpath against these niggas. You feel me? When he was just yelling at Sway, talking about he knows Lucian Grange. Lucian Grange is his nigga. You feel me? All these ghost niggas inside the industry. Kanye was once beating his chest, screaming at Sway at the top of his lungs. At you feel me? Let's not forget that shit. You don't know the answers type shit. You feel me? That type of energy.
So
And
you
this
saying
was
he
what
begged to be in bed with these Cobra? I think he begged to be in bed in a way like he'd be more of a pillar in it. I think he was just tweeting out that he don't have a head position at Adidas and he don't have a head position at Gap and stuff like that, and how
See, I
he's
felt as
bad at
though
Universal and all that stuff.
he positioned himself in that way, in a sense.
Well,
Because even if his Adidas deal was outside of hip hop, let's just throw it like that. You feel me? Even if his Adidas deal was outside of hip hop, what was the actual paperwork for him to actually have full creative control and full just ownership of the brands? You feel me? That he has under
I don't think he
Easy.
realized that I don't think this major company is ready to give just complete ownership to like a person like as erratic as Kanye and stuff like that. And they got a family up there, whatever you want to call it, where they keep each other employed. So you're not about to break that.
Yeah. I mean, and given their history back in like the 30s and 40s and shit,
Yeah, all of
Adidas
that
used to
shit.
be Nazis and shit like that. So
But let me
it
ask you this though,
probably
yo.
would be best to keep that nigga on the short leash.
If you trying to get out of a contract or whatever, is this the way to do it? Like to jump out there, say a bunch of crazy shit. Like he, like I in this PC culture, some of the shit we've been seeing Kanye, he hasn't really dropped. A lot of sponsors have been dropping this nigga. So when you seeing like
Because
niggas is pulling out of this nigga, like how some of these other companies are with when niggas get out there and start saying crazy shit. He said slavery
in a
was
way
a
he
choice and
makes
all
money.
that shit. He ain't lose no
In a
money
way
out
he
the
makes
situation.
money, everything sometimes that when we have to look at Kanye, we always have to question this nigga. Whether it comes to is he flipping out to promote an album or some shoes, you feel me? We always have to question that nigga motive. And the thing of it is, for real, what I'm noticing about this nigga and just that whole, I hate to even throw these motherfuckers out there. The whole Kardashian Jenner brand and shit, that shit just fits the bill. You feel me? That shit's gonna sell. Even though niggas ain't gonna pay attention to that shit, these hype beasts and wannabe hip hop aficionados is gonna follow that shit. You feel me?
But he's not wrong in like what he brings to the table. I say if you look at when they first dropped the
I
Wave
mean,
Runner, how people thought it was trash and everything like that, and then you seen a lot of the sneaker companies start to
I
change
mean,
their look at their shoes into that. So he
I
is
mean,
a
yeah,
genius in that aspect, and he does demand it. But I think
he's a visionary. He's a visionary, like when it comes to fashion and shit. You feel me? He had niggas wearing 3 fucking lows with a sweater at one point. You
and
feel
I
me?
think he should use that and try to like instead of getting in the bed with the companies as we should, like we look up to these companies like, oh, I have to get there
See,
to be successful.
my whole thing is when our niggas are going, if he's the so-called second richest black man in the country, you feel me, being a billionaire and shit like that, when is niggas going to actually build their own?
I think he's
Because when
working
we
on
look
that.
at
That's when you look at the
good music
factories
is
and all
not
that
really
stuff.
his own.
I mean, of course not. I mean, anything that you got tied to a label is gonna have that. It's always a parent deal where you gotta because we don't own no distributors and all that other stuff. With the deeper talk is that there's no reason to have major distributors with the internet being so free flowing like it is. Like
I
if you
mean, the
want to
nigga
go
owned the
independent, you
church.
can upload it. That you see what I'm saying? Like see that type of situation. But Kanye, I feel like he is working toward the independent thing. He is building his factories and all that other stuff. Eventually, if you have the
See,
mass production and stuff, you can cut off a major person because like we don't have factories to stamp the soles and make the rubber and all this other shit to actually
right,
make your own shoe in that aspect of
right.
like a major operation.
I mean, well, technically, I mean, shit, 45% of America doesn't. You feel me? Half that shit is in China. Half that shit is in
Oh,
Taiwan
of
and
course,
Asia
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
You can go
You
over there and
feel
make the
me?
same connections, but I think people look at it like it's easy to just go to a Nike and be like, "Yo, look," but you can't also be like, "Hey, man, I want a head position." Like, yeah, man, well, look, you coming to my house wiping shit on my carpet and telling me what to
Yeah,
do.
I mean, so
Like,
the thing of it is, what is he bringing to the table? Is he investing? Does he have any major stakes inside the damn company? That's the thing. Is he doing? Is he actually invested inside these boards to actually make shit or move around?
you know what I
Yeah,
feel
niggas
like
can
he's
start
doing?
knocking at the door and say we want a fucking table at, we want a fucking a chair at the damn table or some shit. But like, what did we actually put in to actually get at that table? Feel me? It's like a dice game for real. Niggas just can't walk up to the fucking pot empty handed.
I think he one of those, like, he can be. I won't discredit him, like, 'cause I'm just me, but I feel like he one of those creatives that run 100 miles a minute. Like, he can have an idea and he won't take the time to develop the idea. It's just go. So he might
Mm-hmm.
have an idea like this will work and go with it. But the other side of that is like, I lost my thought, but it's like you can't really have that with a major company. Like, you can't just say, "Yo, this will work," because if it doesn't work, it's a huge
What
collapse.
happens?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other side of it, the swing of the pendulum. Like, if you wrong, man, like, I know you want us to trust you, but it's a process that we like to do. And then what he does is like he'll scream like, "Oh man, they don't listen to us. They ain't got the ear to the street and all the other shit." But it's like, dog, go do it
It,
yourself then. Like,
it's
go
these
do it yourself.
five-year-old temper tantrums, yo, and it comes to play like when see, it's like it's the yes man syndrome. You feel me?
I'll be
When
honest too. The
you
last couple albums ain't really been great, so it's like now you losing the luster that
yeah,
what we really loved you for, like your music ability.
right. So when it comes down to the yes man syndrome, when you basically having motherfuckers just basically just telling you, yo, you the shit, yo, you this, yo, you this, yo, you feel me? When it's basically niggas just gassing a nigga head up, yo, you feel like you can do anything or you basically know anything. You feel me?
Yeah, because nobody
Niggas was
gonna bring you
gassing
down.
this exactly. This nigga at one point really thought he was God. Really think about that shit. You feel me? Niggas gassed Kanye up to the point like he was a genius and all this shit to the point he thought he was really God. This
I'd
is
say,
Kanye we talking about.
and I'd say, I don't know, man. Like, I don't never
But
want to
like,
question nobody's mental capacity and stuff like that. But it feels like he only
see,
has these mental breakdowns when it's time to promote something. He be
but the
chilling.
thing of it is, when you bring, I think niggas with like the wrong. It's like what Lupe said, and I'm glad Lupe said this shit. You're like when you bring niggas who don't have the mental capacity or the mental fortitude around some of this shit that these niggas are privy to be exposed to. Think about it like this: like, have you seen the Lupe deep dive on Kanye shit?
No, I haven't.
All right, excluded from what he was talking about from Kanye and shit, we just gonna talk about what he brought to the segment on Elon Musk. I'm gonna just talk about this short segment, right?
Okay.
He was basically saying to everybody that look at Elon Musk, it's everybody saying, "Oh my God, it's Elon Musk, this motherfucker, this nigga that has Tesla." You feel me? This inventor and all this shit. When niggas that know Elon Musk, this nigga not push his T. Lupe Fiasco actually knows this nigga. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He just sees this nigga as an average nigga. But when he looks at his team, he looks at the engineer, the nigga from Russia that's actually building the SpaceX shit. You feel me? This
Mm-hmm.
nigga actually does some shit.
I get what you're saying. I see where you're going with it. He's just the
You
face.
you feel me?
Yeah, I know
You
what you mean.
so when you looking at everybody around this nigga that actually built this nigga up to actually be what he is, Elon Musk at one point gets on Joe Rogan and gets a big fucking head and start thinking that he's Superman and he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Oh, the damn little kids in Thailand, we're gonna build the motherfucking super tunnel to drag these niggas out the motherfucking tunnel before the tunnels collapse and shit. Not really taking into real life considerations and consequences of actually breaching those type of shits, you feel me? They actually extract the kids. He's just talking out his ass because he just thinks he's this fucking genius and he has the technology. Not knowing the shit that actually goes into this shit. Scientists and all type of survival experts telling this nigga he's wrong. You feel me?
I can see how it
So
can be dangerous when you got somebody with a head like that at a parent company that
exactly.
controls some
And
shit.
Kanye is one of these niggas. Cause the thing of it is, Kanye, his complex from when he was early on, you feel me? He was an insecure ass nigga. He was the insecure ass nigga, and then he started blowing up. Shit started happening too
I don't think he
fast.
was
When you
insecure,
look,
yo. Like I don't know about the insecure part. He was kind of
yo,
like, I'm
you can
dope.
look
I'm
at
that
that nigga
nigga.
face.
I can see what you're saying. Yeah,
When you
yeah,
can
yeah. I know
look
what
at
you
a
mean.
nigga
Yeah.
eyes.
It's hard to say a narcissist is insecure as well. Like that's.
See, and
But
that's the
I know I
thing.
totally know what you mean. He needs validation in
Narcissists
that
hides
sense.
their shits when it comes to actual shit. You feel me? Most of the rap game ain't full of is just full of nothing but narcissists.
You have to be. You have to feel like you that nigga, and you got to make it to be a rapper. Like,
Exactly.
but I see what you're saying. I get. I totally understand what you're saying. Like he seek a person who seeks validation from other people, even though they agree with that shit.
Exactly.
They need to
Now
actually hear or something.
now look at how he was seeking validation from all these white men for all these companies. The same way how he was seeking validation for Trump. The same way how he be seeking validations from how he was seeking validations from Lucien and Grange and all these niggas. You feel me? He has no problem getting on his knees. And it's funny how he says he's bringing this shit to the slave shit. And how he's saying he's Nat Turner. If all my niggas that's listening don't know shit about history, Nat Turner used to actually do the work for the white man. You feel me? He was the head of the congregation with the church. He was actually leading niggas to their demise for the white man because of this shit. You feel me? And then he woke up because shit started happening to him that he started realizing that was fucked up. And then that's when he said, all right, fuck it, we need to change. Even though my heart goes out to Nat Turner and I love everything he does, Kanye is not that nigga by any means. And we can even look at the messages of how he even came at Kendrick and Drake. I mean, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole by telling these niggas they need to apologize and then talk to this nigga because he's going to buy them out their contracts. Like, what the fuck?
But see, and then you got that like you got that wall of I'm crazy, I need medications, my mom died, and all this other stuff. So it's like you can't criticize him because it's like,
Nigga,
fuck.
I hate to say it, yo, niggas' moms die every day, B.
Nah, but I'm saying like in society's eyes, like he could just go on rants like that, and niggas just look away or look left or not pay it no mind. Like everybody doesn't, everybody's afforded that luxury right now
Mm-hmm.
in today's climate. But it's
Yeah.
like somebody need to take this guy's phone. Like I mean, like some point somebody got to step in that care about him and look, man, you.
Niggas
I
need to
don't like.
take him out that bubble in
And like how
Calabasas
they,
and put his
but
ass back in
answer me
Chirac.
this: if you feel like something's wrong with a person as a friend, and I feel like niggas is trying to step to him like, yo, you wild and da da da. But he just like, man, fuck y'all, or some shit.
I
I
don't
don't know
think
what's
nobody's
going on.
stepping to him. Because in a way, when I look at how niggas be so-called talking about this nigga Kanye and shit, say like Charlemagne, for instance, you feel me? As vocal as Charlemagne is so-called about this nigga Kanye and shit, this nigga would do a one-on-one sit down with this nigga and be in his face and be the calmest nigga and just let Kanye go on his spiel. Might interject a few moments and shit. And niggas know I fuck with Charlemagne as a fucking personality, you feel me? But it's my certain critiques when it comes to how he handles Kanye. I ain't noticed. He's a little bit more gentle with that nigga.
I mean, it's a lot that goes into that. Sometimes it ain't all about what you get; it's about who controls the footage after and stuff like that. So if you know you're not gonna have a chance to edit, which I don't think Charlemagne does, it can get cut anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like, why even go that
I
route
mean,
if you know it's
but
gonna get cut out?
when his editing team has been his editing team since he been on like with Brilliant Idiots, like he knows these niggas.
Well, you know, a major superstar not gonna sign on for something they don't have control over like that. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Like that's
That
not
is
happening.
true. And that's a part of that Kardashian brand. They'll
Yeah, of
always
course,
control
yeah,
that fucking
and
light.
that's what I'm saying.
But the thing of it is though, like it comes a point in time like when yo like is niggas gonna really cut the bullshit with this nigga? Like is niggas just gonna really just say, yo, just shut the fuck up forever, or yo, either you gonna start speaking some sense or we just gonna either mute you. We not gonna cancel you, we just gonna mute you.
We don't really do that though, yo. That's not us. Like we let niggas rock. Like I mean,
I feel as though we had to. I mean, because even when it comes down to the music tip, like I feel as though Kanye fucked up niggas in good music
who not doing good in good music? Change came out good. Sean came out good. Pusha T been doing
on
Pusha
their
T.
own. Once
Only
they
person
all
kind of got
separated
fucked
that
was
self.
Tiana.
Tiana, Designer, I
Oh yeah,
mean Mike
designer.
Dean
Yeah.
Eaton. You feel me? I haven't heard from zero set. What is it? Zero was it 070 Shake? I haven't heard shit from her in a minute. Travis Scott, he left motherfucking good music. Like everybody left good music on their own
I
and
don't know if
doing fucking
Travis was some
wonderful.
good music, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
feel me? Cuddy.
I say Cuddy. Yeah, Cuddy gonna be Cuddy though. I think he
Yeah,
alright.
but like the thing of it
You feel
is,
like it's not as
even
big
how
as it
he
should be?
handled the albums though, even how he handled the albums when it comes down to Tiana, for example, you feel me? Tiana's debut album shouldn't have went the way it went down.
Yeah, it was weird. That was like that early weird streaming era where they was trying to do short, quick albums.
He
Now everybody
basically
throwing a ton of
classified
songs.
her album as his album just so he can get out his deal.
But he's not out his deal. I think that's what we were just talking about.
Exactly,
Like,
and that's why he's bitching now.
you
He
never
tried
know.
to get, he tried to package. Remember how he packaged everybody's fucking album, and why everybody was wondering why Sean ain't dropped no shit along with that package deal.
Yeah, I remember around that time.
And yo, like he was really trying to get out that deal around that time because I remember niggas was talking about that shit. If Ye pull this move, he'll get out his deal.
I'm not sure which deal you're referring to, honestly. But I think he
I
was.
think it
I
was
think
some
he's
shit with
locked
Def
in into
Jam.
some shit where it's like he's there forever or some shit. Like I don't think
I
nothing can
mean,
go
if
out his
he's there
deal.
forever, then hey, my nigga, this is what he wanted, yo.
I
He
think
got
that's
all of the
that's that's
likes.
gonna be one of the hardest fights yet. But like you got a person who's begging for advances, and then you give him an advance. See, motherfuckers, you know that's the story that motherfuckers
He
bark and
begs
they
for the
back
advance and they
catalog.
give you the advance, and
Yeah,
then
but where do
he
niggas
blows
think it's
away the
coming
advance,
from?
and then he gets mad. You got
Yeah,
niggas like that.
but it wasn't even a blow away his advance. I'm speaking of like his first project. He took the advance, and then that might have put him in position where he couldn't own his masters down the line. I feel like all this shit he has to do if he's trying to get out of a contract with what they got, he's too valuable. You get to a point in your career where you too valuable, where niggas like, man, you more valuable to us dead than letting us you walk. Like we can't let you walk. You know what I mean? Like, so he might be locked into one of them deals where like, man, nah, we can't let you leave. Like your catalog is too valuable.
I mean, they hit him with the alternative. You feel me? You can remix, you can remaster your shit, you can repackage all your shits, all your classic shits. You can sell them all on streams, and they'll all be under you. You feel me? Nigga, Ye said, nah, fuck that. I want all my old shit.
Yeah,
Which
hell
is
yeah.
understandable.
Like, come
I
on now.
understand that. But if you really want your shit, and if you all he really has to do is just take the audios and just rework and remaster the shits.
They
He
tried to
still
get
makes.
Taylor Swift with that same shit though, yo.
But the thing of it is, yo, Taylor Swift kicked out that bread and got her shit.
I
Now
think
the
still
thing of
niggas
it
still
is,
got that
if
shit.
if Kanye West is really a fucking billionaire, and if his catalog is worth at least $300, I mean $300 million more than Taylor Swift's, then then it should say something right there. You feel me? It should say something.
But a
The
net
fuck
worth
do you
don't
need a
mean you
loan
got
for?
that type of capital. That's what people in our community
And
get confused with. Net worth ain't what you actually have. That's all your assets accumulated.
yeah, you need collateral and shit like that. And the
So what
thing
you
of it
gonna
is,
do?
what the fuck
Borrow
is his
against?
collateral actually spent in? Is what I'm questioning. It makes me hard for me. It makes it hard for me to actually feel sorry for this nigga.
Nah, I ain't never feeling sorry for no billionaire. I'm saying just never sorry. I'm just saying like I'm trying to figure out why this nigga keep coming out with all this stupid shit and not just focusing on what he does best. If you trying to get out of the music thing, I understand that.
He's a baby, yo.
I understand that, but it's like you can make music or you can make your shoes, you can do whatever you want to do. It's getting weary now that you feel like I feel like every time you got some new shit dropping that you gotta rattle the cages.
Hey, he's an unchecked baby, yo. Since that nigga mother died, he became an unchecked baby. God bless the dead. You
Yeah,
feel me?
R.I.P. And we ain't taking no
I don't
shots
want to
at
keep
that.
throwing salt. Not even making it seem
It's
like
not
it's
even
salt or
so
nothing
hell
like that.
no. We just
But the
saying
thing of it is, I think his
you can see
mother
it's a
was the one that
difference.
kept him in check. You feel me? I think she was the one that kept him in check.
Serious
And
loss for him, for real.
once the love life started failing with shit like with Amber Rose and shit like that, then he gets picked back up with motherfucking Kim Kardashian shit like this. You feel me? You start seeing like the perception of this nigga mind change. You feel me? He even said before he got with Kim Kardashian, he never thought that he will ever get with a woman like that. You feel me? You can pay for pussy that look like that. Think about that.
I think he meant
Think about that. The psyche of that shit. Of a nigga like that. A nigga with a weak mental fortitude. Now, all the weird type of rich party shit that we be hearing about that be going down and shits like that, all the weird type of lifestyles that all these niggas be living, it's possible that this nigga became crazy off of that shit.
I won't call a nigga super crazy, but I think it might just have something to do with just
Think about it like this. Why the
mental
fuck did
issue.
was it G Dep that left that left Bad Boy and became a damn Orthodox Jew?
Nah, that was Sean.
It was Shine. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that immediate 360. Shine out of all niggas.
I mean, I don't think he had a choice, bro.
Allegedly as wild
like
as, but as allegedly as wild as Diddy is, and how Diddy got down, allegedly how niggas be saying. You feel me? Shouts out to Diddy and Bad Boy and all them niggas still. But still, as allegedly as wild these niggas be getting down. How the fuck did 5 niggas and Bad Boy, hardcore niggas, all turn to super hard religious niggas? Now you look at Kanye. Kanye is a super hard Christian now. You feel me?
I like how you
it's
tied
shit
in
like
on
that. It's shit like that. Look at Craig Mack. When Craig Mack was dealing with Diddy, and now niggas found Craig Mack, R.I.P. God bless the dead. This nigga was in a cult in motherfucking North Carolina because he was exposed to this shit. That shit corrupted that nigga mind, yo. Like, it's a different world. Tyler, the Creator, said it even best, yo. He went to a party and he saw some wild shit, and the nigga that saved him was motherfucking Denzel Washington. You feel me?
I can't.
You feel me?
I can't, yo. I fucking can't. I don't believe
It's
this
shit
nigga,
like
yo.
that, yo.
I don't believe this nigga, yo. See, it should be
I'm
shit
dead
like
ass,
that,
yo.
yo.
It be parties like that, yo.
Oh, that'll fuck me up. I'm at this wild. What the fuck?
Cat Williams had a joke like that, yo. Like, you go to one of these parties and then you see a nigga that you know fucking Mr. Opie and shit. You feel me? Like, it be shit like that.
Nigga. But you on the way home, you like, damn, that party was what the fuck was Denzel doing in that motherfucker? I think it Denzel. That's the
But
first thing I
niggas
would
be saying, yo,
think.
it be parties like that inside these like fucking multi
eyes wide shut parties.
Yeah, yo, like
yeah.
each store just have its own fucking thing.
Spooky.
Now
That
you
goes
think
back
about
to our
it.
YouTube episode, yo. When
The
them niggas got there.
Kardashians been involved in all that shit. The Jenner's been involved in all that shit since the motherfucking 80s. Since Kim K father was the lawyer for all these niggas back in the day. We talking like pre-pube adolescent OJ when this nigga first got in the league type shit. You feel me?
Well, he was the lawyer for this nigga when he was on trial, so that nigga was already in the league.
Yeah, but this nigga had money before that shit. Like, these niggas was already privy to all that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, they probably had money. Yeah, I mean,
So that's what I'm saying. Once
Nigga
they
was
already
200
in that
yards the season
elitist
before.
type
He was
lifestyle
in there,
and
yo.
going through all this shit, you feel me? Kim K later on blowing up on Maximum, becoming this huge thing. The sex tape pop up. Now Kim K is this huge brand. She's going to all these parties and exposed to all this lavish shit.
Niggas
Kanye gets exposed to this shit, and now niggas is gassing him up.
I think her and Paris Hilton was running around before that though, so they
Yeah.
was making a little splash for themselves. I won't
Both,
credit
yo,
all
Kim
that for the sex tape.
Kardashian and motherfucking Kourtney Kardashian was both struggling to get on the Wendy Williams show at one point. Think about how crazy that is.
That's just a testament to their family, man. I'm not gonna drag a nigga wife all into the situation. And shit,
I ain't gonna-
man. I don't know what
Man.
she does for him or how he views her and all of that shit. I'm just here to talk about Kanye and his shenanigans.
I mean, when you talk about Kanye, I hate to say it, but you have to talk about everything. It's literally everything. Like, cause his life is literally in everything.
I feel like Kim kind of got away from a lot of that shit though. And it
Oh
just
yeah,
seemed
you
like
feel
she
me?
on some
Shouts
whole
out to
other
her
shit.
doing
She
her
be minding
lawyer,
her
social
motherfucking
justice
business,
shit.
and then she got to deal
But
with this nigga.
But do you see how completely weird that shit is?
Yeah,
She's a
if you-
lawyer.
if
She's
that's
going
your
for her
wife.
law. She's going for her law degree. She's completely liberal. She's fighting for social injustice and all this shit. She's helping to get niggas like C Murder out of jail and all this crazy shit. And then you got Kanye coming out saying motherfucking Harriet Tubman ain't do shit for niggas. Slavery is a choice. Man, fuck
Yeah,
all these niggas.
that
But
is weird.
yet, when you
MAGA
rewind this
hats,
shit
all
six
type of
years
shit.
ago, he's only upset. Yep, he's wearing MAGA hats, but when you rewind this shit 6 years ago, he's only upset because Obama called him a jackass. Why? Because he was acting like a jackass, screaming in Sway's face.
He definitely was.
You feel me? Like,
Sway
what the
ain't never
fuck,
do nothing
yo?
to nobody. Oh my god,
And Obama loves Sway.
niggas, yo.
Everybody loves
I
Sway.
know Sway was mad at that because I know he couldn't go no how Sway how.
You
Like,
feel me?
ah man, what a moment though. That was like the trickle down. That's when he started doing like just
It
crazy
ain't
shit.
fucking Ralph though.
And the
You
crazy
feel me?
shit
Screaming
about it,
stupid shit
yeah,
like that. Like,
you right. And the crazy shit about it is, like this nigga ain't even known for music no more, yo. At that time, he was still
he's
known
not.
for music. Now he's just known for his rants and
So
his
why is he?
outbreaks.
So why is he even worried? His main source of resource don't even come from music. So why is he
It
even
can't
talking
be
to
because
these niggas about that shit?
that Ye shit wasn't it, boy.
I'm only bumping 4 songs from College Dropout right now. 2 songs from Late Registration.
Nah, see,
3 songs
I
from
gotta separate Kanye.
from my beautiful dark twisted
I'm a
fantasy.
stan, yo. So all his earlier shit is all good. We gonna start it at Ye.
I feel you.
I know not for nothing. I liked the Yeezus joint.
See, I like Kids Seeing Ghosts,
Yeah, that
but
was
I
good too.
don't
That was my
know.
shit too.
But the thing of it is, I don't know what I like about it.
Come on, it was the Cuddy
I don't know
essence,
if I
yo.
really liked it. It was
You know, it was
because
the
it was
Cuddy.
Cuddy
It was
on
the
it.
Cuddy essence, yo. That's all it was. The Cuddy essence. And I feel like you fully done with Kanye.
See,
Me,
I
I'm
don't know,
still
yo, because
hoping, yo.
when I look at this nigga career, and still when I look at like everybody that was involved in good music, you see John Legend separated. He's doing good. Shy the Prince. I don't know what the fuck what happened to Shy
Saha.
the Prince. Yes, Shy the Prince. Consequence. Whatever happened to Consequence? You feel me? He's still just writing background noise like jazz, my nigga.
Who he is?
Metro Boomin, he killing shit, but he's only a
Metro Boomin
producer.
was in good
You know,
music.
producers always gonna eat. You feel me?
Metro was in good music.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What was that?
Shit, Mike Dean's in fucking good music. I had no fucking clue until like 3 weeks ago.
Got some killers over there, bitch. And on that bombshell, it's been another interesting episode of the Two Ninja Hip Hop. Tone, go ahead and close this out, bro. Let's get out of here. I'm tired of talking
Shit.
about this nigga, man.
Hell yeah. Shit, niggas, smoke some good weed, party all the time. Oh, nah, not party all the time. Shit. That is a good fucking song.
I'm
But,
about to put shit right on at the party like this motherfucking yeah. Go ahead,
shit
go.
to all my niggas, you feel me? Smoke good weed, drink some good liquor, and fuck some bad bitches. The Stacy Leathersaw. If y'all niggas don't know about Stacy Leathersaw, I just put y'all niggas on. You feel me? Ladies, 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 ladies. Burn some fucking trees and listen to some Alberta Hunter and get your real wop on, my nigga. No bullshit. Or better yet, listen to some Frida Payne, I Get High. You feel me? If you really want to set a vibe. And those are my closing statements.
I ain't mad at you, bro. Fuck this nigga Kanye. Go listen to some, you know what I mean? There you go. Take it back. Some Sam Cooke, man. Go get something that's gonna recharge your spirit. Let's
Fun
get on
fact,
this next run.
if you guys didn't notice, Sam Cooke and Adele was the same person.
Stop, yeah. Oh yeah, we need to get out of here. That more
If you
rock
think
is
about
gonna
it, you
be
never
shit,
seen both of them in the same place at the same time.
I wish
Oh.
we had some X-File
Oh.
music right now. We out of here.
Do, 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 do.